chance to kind of digest everything. Just what are your thoughts and plans going forward with this week? How does this team respond from this?
Just go back to work. Just continue to have that one game mentality. Try to be 1-0 this week and just get better, prepare, and put in the work throughout the week and practice and in the film room and go out there on Saturday and try to get the job done and get the W.
You obviously had the 2 red zone interceptions, but you also, on the other hand, had an ACC record-setting night with great completion percentage. How would you evaluate your performance?
Wasn't good enough to get the W, so that's pretty much it. At the end of the day, we want to win, and all the stats and all the other stuff doesn't really matter if you don't win out. So just wanted to get the W and move on forward.
Deshaun, on that call on the second and goal there in the fourth quarter, what was the call exactly? Was it a run or was it a pass play?
It was a naked pass play.
Deshaun, with what happened with the other teams, Michigan, Washington, how aware were you of that Saturday night, and did that kind of reinvigorate the morale of the team, being that you're really still control your own destiny as far as the playoff picture, as far as many are concerned?
That's nothing we kind of really focused on. We just focused on correcting our mistakes and just worrying about us. Let everything else take care of itself. That's something that's out of our control. We knew from the get-go we were still in control of our destiny. Win this week, we punched a ticket to the ACC championship, and then we still have a chance to win the state championship and then the conference championship, and so forth. So all the goals we still have set for our team and our season is still out in front of us. We just got to go get it.
Did you watch any of those Washington and Michigan games and knowing that it kind of negated y'all's bad day because those 2 lost?
Nah, I didn't really focus on that. I just kind of hung out with my family after the game and just got away from football. That's what I did. I didn't really focus on any other games.
But how many times you guys pulled out in the end this season? Do you think you were playing with a sense of invincibility at times, like we're gonna figure out a way, we're gonna win, just what we did? Did it finally just come back?
Nah, we don't go into a game entitled to win. We understand that we gotta go earn it, and each game is different, and we just gotta go out there and do our part to execute and finish to the final seconds, and that's something that we didn't do Saturday night. Mobilize a team, and we just it's a good learning lesson, but at the end of the day, each week is a different week, and it's a different opponent.
How's your shoulder after that game going through?
It's sore, but it's all good. This is the reason why I came to Clemson to play an offense like this, to be able to throw the ball around and make some big time plays.
Wake Forest is a team that really shut down Lamar Jackson in Louisville for 3 quarters the other night. What are some of the things that stand out as far as their defense?
Just a well-coached defense that play hard, and guys that are very confident.
Sean, the boot play, in hindsight, what should you have done on that play looking back?
I would have done the same thing. I was there's more in detail if you watch the film and understand the play call and the play. But just Renfro was coming across the middle. A lot of people thought I was throwing it to Jordan Leggett, but I was throwing it to Renfro, and the guy just jumped in the way, got his head, and made a good play. So credit to them.
Were they supposed to be that close together?
No.
You're 27th grade year as a starter, 73-12, including high school. What do you learn about yourself from defeat?
Just respond, and it's a good learning lesson. I haven't had too many losses, so especially in college, just kind of it's new around here. But you live and you learn. You're gonna take losses at some point in your life. Everyone's not perfect. No one's, there's no one that's playing football right now that's completely undefeated. Regardless if you're a player or a coach. But it's just a good time to learn and grow from it.
In how you prepare and play the game, would you call yourself a perfectionist?
I try to be. It's hard to be, perfect. That's something that we, try to strive for, and be perfect. But, there's no one on this earth, that's a human being that's perfect. So, I just got to understand that. I can try to come close to it, but understand that, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm human, and, everyone else is the same way.
You said something really interesting following the game Saturday. Fans are jumping off the ledge. Sports writers are writing, about the bad things. And you said, hey, we're all still breathing. That mindset, does that come from growing up and dealing with your mom and everything that sometimes maybe football isn't as important as everybody makes it out to be?
Of course. It's just something that, I kind of grew up on, especially coming from the environment that I grew up in and just the situation with my mom and just everything around. Just, it's a blessing, and, to be able to, play the game of football, because, one step later I can easily be taken away from me. And, a lot of, people can take it for granted and get kind of caught up in their, everyday life and ways of, doing everything this certain way. But, the next morning, this, great life that I'm living can be taken away from me. So, I just try to, keep a level head and understand, what position I'm in and who's put me in this position. Because, at the end of the day, football isn't going to be the foundation of my life. I always keep a perspective and keep my character above all the, great things I do on the football field. So, I don't want to be looked at, a great, football person. I want to be looked at as a guy with great character. That's a, student athlete who's, helping the community to inspire people by the platform I have.
You came into the season with more expectations than any other quarterback. Regardless what other people write about you, say about you, think about you, have you had the kind of season that you would have expected of yourself?
It could have been better. Made a lot more mistakes than I want to. But that's for everybody. Everyone goes into the season, regardless how much hype they have or what type of position they're in, regardless if they're playing or not, not having any mistakes and just trying to be perfect each and every week. But, I've enjoyed my season. I've been, playing, pretty well. It's kind of interesting because if you think about it, last year coming in, people didn't really know about me until, towards the end of the season when I got invited to the Heisman, and then, watching the 2 playoff games, that's when people recognized me. So it's easy for people to say that, I'm not having the type of season that I wasn't having last year because, to be honest, a lot of people didn't really know me until the end of the season. So, they're just, living off the national championship game and, all the success that I had in that. But, personally, I don't really care about anybody else's opinion and expectations and things like that. I understand what I'm doing, and my teammates do too.
Not just for you, but this whole team. That can be kind of similar, where Clemson came in with higher expectations than last year when you guys made it all the way to the title game. Does that become burdensome, or do you guys try to embrace that as the year goes along?
We just embrace it and just take it and run with it. We understand that we're one of the best teams in the country and one of the top teams to have a chance to compete, in the playoffs and for the national championship. And the whole country know that too. So we just got to understand that we got to go out there and earn it. We're not entitled to go into each game knowing that we're going to win it. We got to go out there and play 4 quarters and go get it.
As a leader of this team, how do you evaluate overall resiliency of this team as you approach these final 3 weeks? You still got all your goals in front of you.
Just make sure everyone understands that, everything, like you said, everything is still out in front of us. And, each week is a new week. You learn, from this lesson. This adversity is going to, bring out who we really are as a team. And we're either going to, sit around and pout, or we're going to, stand up, run towards the criticism and the adversity and learn and build on it and get better from it. And so,
Despite all the ups and downs, do you feel fortunate that you guys are still sitting here in this position, chance to achieve everything?
it is. it can be a blessing in disguise. For this past weekend, we're just gonna continue to do what we do, and focus on what we can control and let everything else take care of itself.
Is red zone offense the biggest area of concern right now, execution in red zone?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I know that was a point of emphasis in the spring, so we really worked on. Are you disappointed that you haven't won 4 touchdowns at this point?
Nah, I'm just. There's more than that. That's the big picture everyone sees. The little things that we got to correct and fix. And as an offense and as a team, we understand what we got to control and what we can fix and all that stuff. If you do the little things, all the big things will take care of itself.
You mentioned the criticism. What specifically you talking about?
I mean, just people just, in general, just, talking, saying that, we're not as good as people think we are. You see it all the time, regardless, not just for, Clemson, but for all the other teams too. Each team is dealing with, adversity and some criticism, because people have their own biased opinions and who they like and who they want to pull for.
You think y'all have been treated unfairly, or you specifically have been treated unfairly?
Nah, I mean, I'm fine. Like I said before, I don't really bother. That stuff doesn't really bother me. I just do what I do and control what I can control. Regardless of, I don't really care for, all the love and all that stuff. I understand that people are gonna love you, people are gonna hate you. That's just a way of life.
Going back to the loss, this is the first time you guys have lost the regular season in the last 2 seasons. Do you expect a different demeanor or sense of urgency in practice today when you guys in the field?
No, I mean, it's going to motivate us, but at the same time, we're still going to have the same mindset, is to go out there, execute, dominate, and, try to be the best we can be. And, the standard is the best. So, the mindset isn't going to change for, this football team.
Anything else? Thanks to John.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.